I've come such a long way, and now I'm going to die. Slumped in front of this gate. Fate is probably sitting on its front porch, sipping cocoa, looking down on me and laughing. There's a gap beneath the door, but I doubt I can repeat my famed tray routine here. I don't have a tray, and the door has no key. Hey, Spot, can you help me open the gate? I have no idea. Who knows what awaits you in there? One thing's for sure, though. It won't be easy. You know what I'm talking about. And, hey, Spot, if you manage to do it, I'll take back some of the things I said about you. Good luck, buddy.
Hello, little friend. What are you doing here? You'd better find yourself a place to hide. Things could soon get very unpleasant around here. Look at this mess! I'm completely soaked! Just wait, you little monster! Hey! Leave my rags alone! Well, you don't see things like that every day.
Well done, Spot. You really did it. I suppose it wasn't all that hard, but I'm proud of you all the same. Hello? Hello? Heavens, it's all deserted here. Where could the king be? Wait a second, that's not how the royal insignia is supposed to look. It's all mixed up, and one part's missing. And who will have to fix it? Well, what have we here? A keyhole. A secret royal compartment, maybe? Have door handles gone out of fashion that badly? This tile looks a little different. The floor wasn't fixed properly. There's a gap behind this shield. Hang on. There seems to be something behind it. Hey, Spot. Can you help me get this shield off the wall somehow? There. And now? Ha! As I suspected all along. Wait for it. A secret mechanism. Interesting. The counterweight for that gate over there hangs from this chain. Hey, you! Are you the royal astronomer?
Ion?
Ion? What's that supposed to mean?
Bervikers Eiser Ogre o Iverm?
What?
Bervikers Eiser Ogre o Iverm?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Ogre. Ion and so on. To Iverm, too. Oh dear. Obviously, the astronomer speaks a foreign language. Astronomic or something. Here we go. Oh dear, it's all mixed up. Alright, go for it. Hello? Can you really not understand me?
What? How? Wait a second. I can understand you after all. Loud and clear even. How fortunate. Let's hope it's not too late yet.
Too late? For what?
We've got big trouble. The king, the fountain, the fabric of space and time.
Hold it. Why don't you start from the beginning? Who are you, anyway?
I am the royal astronomer.
The king would have been better to hire a couple of soldiers. Where's the rest of the staff?
They fled.
So what are you still doing here?
What do you think? I'm keeping my calm. If the world is ending anyway, it makes no difference where I am, does it? But if a hero happens to show up to save the world, he might need help.
So, you know what to do.
In theory, yes. But before you get your hopes up too high, our chances are slim.
Where can I find the king?
You can't at the moment, I'm afraid. He's retreated to his chambers.
And those are behind this door, right?
That's right, but the door can only be opened when there's water in the fountain.
And the fountain is broken, I bet.
One could say that, yes.
What's wrong with the king?
It doesn't look good. The king is very weak. He needs the water of life. But the fountain has run dry, and the way to his chambers is blocked. One would have to repair the fabric of space and time. That would get both the fountain and the door working again. Unfortunately, only the king himself can do that.
That sounds like a vicious circle. There is no possible solution.
Like I told you, it doesn't look good.
What's the trouble with the fountain?
The fabric of space and time has ripped.
And by fabric of space and time, you mean?
The model of the planetary system. Over there. It's a very powerful object. It not only drives the fountain, it also represents our planetary system. It's almost a perfect model.
How exciting for an astronomer.
Don't be fooled. Planetary movement, times of the day, cycles of the year. This model measures the very heartbeat of our world. In doing so, it reaches such a level of accuracy, you could almost say that the world acts in accordance with it. One thing's for sure, mind you, they both influence each other.
The world acts in accordance to the model?
Yes, isn't that fascinating?
Does that mean if somebody was to repair the model, the end would be prevented?
In theory, yes. But only somebody of royal blood could do something like that. It's far too important.
But the king is locked behind this door.
Yes,
Which won't open
you're right.
because the model of the planetary system is broken.
That is the problem.
Heavens! Whoever conceives these absurd mechanisms all the time? I could help, couldn't I?
You don't make a fool of yourself. Only the king is important enough to repair the model of the planetary system.
But the king isn't here. Let me at least try. What possible harm could there be? Could the world end twice?
That's a valid thought.
There, just tell me what to do.
There are a couple of things.
Like always.
First of all, there is no oil for lubrication. Without oil, it can't be cranked up. Much worse, though, is that one of the planets is missing. The Whispering Stone.
Did you say Whispering Stone?
Yes, it represents our planet in the space-time continuum. Unfortunately, it's lost.
I have a few more questions about the repair.
Questions? What questions? Didn't you listen closely enough?
I did. But it's a lot of information in one go.
All right. What exactly is the problem?
I can't get to the Whispering Stone.
Without the Whispering Stone, all our efforts will be moot. And only the sun knows where the stone is right now.
Maybe it's somewhere where the sun doesn't even shine. No, nothing. I can't find any oil.
Have you tried the alchemy lab in the adjoining tower? My brother used to distill oil from olive pits there. I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Your brother?
Yes, he was the royal alchemist of the court.
What became of him?
He died of natural causes. Well, natural for an alchemist. His boots were still smoldering at the funeral.
How can I get this thing going?
That shouldn't be a problem. The crank must be lying around here somewhere. But make sure the planets are aligned in the right order, and the planetary system is thoroughly greased. If there is even the slightest mistake, it could all end in catastrophe.
I'd rather try it alone.
You do that.
I've got some bad news.
That's not very uncommon these days, but never mind. Fire away.
It has been prophesied to me that I'll destroy the world.
And that brings you running straight to the control room of the universe? I don't want to criticize too harshly, but it doesn't sound as if you've given it much thought.
The Asgil are planning an attack.
We'd better hurry then. Only the king can save us from the Asgil.
Spot has swallowed the Whispering Stone.
What are you saying? You know where the Whispering Stone is?
And not exactly. My pet has swallowed it.
Oh no. Say it's not true. We need the stone to repair the fabric of space and time. Without it, we're dead in the water.
I should have fed him in time.
Your lamenting doesn't help. You'd better come up with something. In the meantime, I look for my dissecting instruments.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll find another way. I'm not a hero, just an untalented clown.
Oh, a clown, you say?
Yeah?
Not a hero? Not a prince?
No, just a clown. And not even a good one at that.
Do you at least have a birthmark? Or a peculiar scar?
Nothing of that sort.
Well, it's really bad then.
I could go on talking about problems the whole day long.
It looks very bad indeed, my friend.
Nice ear trumpet.
What are you saying?
All right. I think I know what to do now.
So why are you still standing here? Go on. Time is running out.
What kind of a sketch is this?
That's a schematic view of our planetary system. It shows the 5 planets. Avrius, Hornitus, Vernicus, Silentia, and Frubble.
Which one is which?
You can tell them apart by their size. You can also distinguish them by their color, composition of elements, and their name. But their size is all that's depicted here. Everyone knows that.
Here's a volume about astronomy. Let's see. Vernicus is bigger than Frubble, but smaller than Avrius. The planet in the middle is called Ponytus. It's the biggest of the 5 planets. Looking from the sun, the planets keep getting bigger, then smaller again after Ponytus. Silentia is the second planet in the system, but it's not the second smallest. Frubble is often shaded by the second largest planet, which is one position nearer to the sun. Hey, there really was a secret compartment in the throne. Oh boy, I can't wait to look inside. Well, let's have a look then. Hey, what's that? Some pliers, a handsaw, and a crowbar. That's not the secret royal compartment. That's the secret royal toolbox. It's empty now. Even I can manage this. Ouch! Oh, that hurts. Well, never mind. Who needs shoulder joints when I have a mosaic tile? It matches perfectly, but the color doesn't match. The missing piece has to be blue. But not just any kind of blue. It has to be the light royal blue. there at last. Those are the 5 elements, from left to right. Vernon, Aphrium, Silentium, Pornitium, and From. You can tell them apart by their color. That's a still. Grandma used to employ one to make booze from river elves. Oh dear, the pipes are all topsy-turvy. There are open tube ends everywhere from which steam emerges. But I only see 2 cork stoppers. I should repair that immediately. Why not? Great. Now I have chalk powder and blisters on my fingers. Let's see. It worked. I made some white paint. Maybe I can blend the paint to make the color from the insignia. Blue. The light royal blue. All right. Though it's not exactly light royal blue, at least it's blue. The light royal blue must be somewhere in between. Maybe I should try blending these 2. Hey, way to go! I did it! Light royal blue. Light royal blue is the perfect color for my mosaic tile. Much better. It matches perfectly. The mosaic is now complete. Hey, what kind of a sound was that? I think it came from the door back there. Another secret mechanism? This fellow has been locked up for quite some time, it seems. Ooh. The cage is open, but still not very inviting. Let's extract some teeth from this patient's jaws. Oops. Oh dear. Now I must have... Oh my. I'm sorry. I know I wanted a hand, but... Ooh. Great. Now I have a rack with a hatch and strained muscles. That could actually work. Maybe I can extract a whispering stone from him that way. He seems to enjoy it. Now look at that. The pliers fit perfectly in its hand. I bet that would have worked with Grandpa's pantaloons. It doesn't work with these, I'm afraid. Here, it's a replacement for you. What? No, thank you? You don't happen to be resentful, do you? Phew. Both cages are hanging from the chain. I'm not strong enough to drag them up. And now? Yes, that could work. Here we go. Oh dear, that won't work. As bad as I am at taking aim, but unless I have a better idea... what the heck. How about that? I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Sedgwick, what are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm doing your job. Saving the world and so on.
Oh dear, Sedgwick, it's way too late for that.
Yeah, whatever. You may as well rescind your responsibility. I will at least try, if you don't mind. If the world really has to end, at least it won't be my fault.
You foolish, plucky clown. Whatever have I drawn you into? You'd better hide. Quick!
What's going on anyway?
The end is near. The Asgil are attacking.
I know. I've just escaped from their hideout.
You've been inside the Asgil's fortress? And you're still alive?
Well, if you can call it living. We could still prevent it. I've got the Whispering Stone, remember?
You still have it? I mean, of course you do. I've been planning this right from the beginning, which makes it all the more tragic that you're too late. Oh, but don't be sad. I knew it was a risk involving an amateur.
Right. Your plan was great, but it was me who dawdled too long, wasn't it?
Don't be hard on yourself. I'm proud of you nonetheless. After all, you're not a chasky like me.
I met the astronomer. I will fix the essence of space and time.
I thought only the king could do that.
Well, I'll try anyway.
That's very noble of you. Useless, but noble. I truly taught you a lot.
Where is the king?
He locked himself in his chambers. In order to get there, you'll have to go from the throne room through the astrolab. I'm afraid he's not well at all.
What's wrong with the king?
Nobody knows for sure. Perhaps the impending doom is eating him. Only one thing is certain. He is very weak.
I bet I'll be sorry I asked, but how did you get here?
Ah, yes. That's a long and thrilling story.
What
Now, where shall I start?
happened at the shore?
The shore? Oh, yes, I remember. Like it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I'd been sitting there alone for quite some time, practicing a secret Chasky technique.
Microsleep?
I can do it under 3 seconds if my stomach's empty. Anyway, a cloud suddenly appeared in the sky. A gust of wind blew up strongly, and I began to shiver. I drew my knife and took out a couple of bombs that I still had in my backpack, just in case. I was all prepared when I heard a cracking sound from the underbrush. I tensed every muscle, and then I dropped everything, grabbed the backpack, and ran as fast as I could.
What?
When I turned around, I saw only a fox, but I had already left my hiding place. I was sure the Asgil had seen me. That's why I never turned back. It was simply too dangerous.
Too dangerous? Too dangerous? I thought you had gotten into a fight.
Ha! Never. I'm too clever for that.
You must mean gutless. I can't believe it. I traveled half of the world after you just because you were scared of a fox?
It was a very big fox.
Ah! How did you escape the Asgil?
The Asgil? I haven't been to the Asgil's fortress.
You haven't? But the guard told me about a scrawny green prisoner.
Scrawny? How did you get the idea that could have been me? I work out regularly. I'm way too fit to let myself get caught by the Asgil.
So you somehow outran them. Was there a chase?
You bet. At least, if by outrun, you mean hide in a cave. And by chase, you mean collecting berries.
How did you get back to Corona?
On secret Chasky trails.
Let me guess. You vanished into thin air, and the wind blew you here?
No, I had my hearthstone still set on the courtyard.
I didn't hear that.
What? Did I say anything?
And that's what you call an adventure?
No, I call that routine. As a Chasky, you experience so many incredible things. Not every critical situation gets you worked up anymore.
Obviously. And that's exactly the reason why you sit here so placidly.
That's right.
Even though the end is near and the Asgil are attacking?
Yeah,
And one of them is even now standing right behind you?
What? Ah! Yes. You almost got me there, didn't you? You have to get up very early if you want to pull a Chasky's leg.
At 10 o'clock, do?
Let's say 11. I like to sleep late.
I think I've heard enough.
I know. My hair-raising adventures are not for the faint-hearted.
You're hiding in a barrel? Is that how a Chasky behaves?
Don't let your eyes fool you. This here is a Chasky survival barrel. The legendary Chasky, Shoshi, once traversed the mighty Drummel Falls in one of these.
At a safe distance from the falls, I presume.
Why, of course.
You might as well stay here. I'll go and save the world.
Always adhere to what I taught you.
I'll tie the rope to the pliers. That way, I can use the bone hand as an extension and manipulate the pliers from afar. Hey, those are shards of glass from my olive oil distillate. Oh no, the cow ate it all. What am I supposed to do now? The idea is somewhat absurd, but as long as I don't have any other... How about that? The could actually work. Maybe I can extract a whispering stone from him that way. Well then, brace yourself and go. It's gonna hurt me more than you, buddy. Well, not in a literal sense, of course. How about that? The Whispering Stone. Finally, I've got it back.
What are you doing there?
What does it look like? I'm putting oil into the grease tube.
What? Without a funnel? You'll spill it all!
Come off it.
The planetary system is a highly sophisticated mechanism. It has to be handled with maximum care.
All right, if you think so, a funnel.
If you please.
Hey you, listen here.
Stop that! That's horrible!
Nice ear trumpet.
Yes, isn't it? It took me all afternoon to construct it, and then I found out it was only because my bookshelf was in such a mess. Well, be that as it may, I'm sure I can come up with a different use for it. Maybe a hat. Or a coffee filter.
Well, I could make good use of the ear trumpet.
Can you? Eureka! So the effort wasn't for nothing after all. You can't possibly imagine how much savvy has gone into the optimal curvature. Not to mention the earwax. Here, you can have it.
Yuck. There, I've lubricated the planetary system.
Excellent! Now, all we need is the Whispering Stone and the crank handle.
There, I've attached the Whispering Stone.
Excellent! How did you get hold of it?
You don't really want to know.
Oh, in that case, I didn't ask. Please make sure the planets are aligned in the correct order.
Sure thing.
Eureka! You did it! Incredible! They said only the king would be able to do that.
Well, there's more to me than meets the eye.
In any case, you are a remarkable young man. Now, you just have to take the water of life to the king.
You're kidding.
No time for complaints. Hurry up. It's almost done.
Spot can't help me anymore. No, I'd rather leave it here. It's already serving its purpose.
Oh no! I knew it! It begins! Come here! Look for yourself!
What is that?
The worlds collide!
Yes! The time has come! This world will come to an end!
No, it can't be. I didn't do anything wrong.
Ah! Sadwig! You did what you had to do! You have initiated the end! Finally, your destiny is fulfilled!
That's not fair. I did everything right.
You foolish, unlucky fellow! The thing is right! I knew it was a mistake to let you mess with the planetary system.
But...
Don't you just stand there! Do something! Otherwise, all will be lost!
You want destiny? I'll give you destiny.
Sadwig, what have you done?
Why? I stopped it, didn't I? What? What was that? What's happening here?
You unfortunate fool!
Why? What's going on? And what happened to the light?
You stopped the planetary system! Time stands still.
Is that a bad thing?
You have no idea.
Corona, the magnificent castle of His Majesty. And there's not one soul there to stop us. All stand still. There's nothing better than the taste of stale air. Come with me, Gorny. I want to claim my throne. There really isn't a soul here anymore. The entourage of the king seems to have abandoned this place a long time ago.
There has to be somebody here.
Well spotted, Gorny. Time is standing still already. The fabric of space and time has been stopped.
Yes, but what does that mean in respect to our plan?
What does that mean? That means somebody was stupid enough to do our job.
Oh, no.
Hey! You! Stop right there!
Uh-oh.
Isn't that the Snoop again? That clown? The little man has a refreshing touch of rebelliousness to him. I begin to like him. Come on, Gorny, get him! Throw him into the dungeon! And while you're at it, go look out for other troublemakers as well.
What a mess. Can it get even worse? There doesn't seem to be much in this hole besides pebbles. Spot would have loved this. There doesn't seem to be much in this hole besides pebbles. Spot would have loved this. The cage is hanging from a pulley wheel that rests freely on the chain with a peculiar design. I wonder if I can use this to my advantage somehow. Ha! The Great Chusky. Hey, hello.
What's going on here? What do you want, you snip?
I want to talk to Luco.
Luco is the king now. He is busy with ruling.
Then you'll have to grant me an audience.
He has to, does he? I suspect he'll see that differently.
I'd like to hear that from him.
You are a brave little snip. What is it that you want from him anyway?
I want to complain.
I don't believe you'll actually get his ear.
I didn't know that he had any ears. I can remember some antennas, but ears?
Like I said, he doesn't have an open ear. Especially not for complaints.
I want to fight him.
That might be fun to watch. I don't think he'll be interested, though. Why would he fight anyway? He has already achieved all that he wished for.
I want to gain his confidence by fraud and save the real king afterwards.
Shall I perhaps get you a sword, too?
Perhaps, yes.
Oh, you're being serious.
Actually, I don't want anything from him.
So he's lucky then, isn't he?
When do we eat around here?
You haven't understood yet. Time has stopped. We don't age anymore. We neither have to eat nor sleep. We don't have to do anything anymore. Never again. Yes.
I want a different cell.
Why so?
It's the guy in the cage next to mine. I can't stand his wailing.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Yuck! Yes! The little toad is insufferable.
Insufferable? I beg your pardon?
It whines and whines.
Please, I can't stand it anymore.
You are aware that I can hear you, aren't you?
There, he did it again.
All right, I will adjust your cages. That way, you won't be hanging so close to each other. Hopefully the whining will then come to an end.
Hey, hello.
What is it now?
Have you seen Spot anywhere?
Are you talking about your hideous worm?
He's not hideous. He's just aesthetically challenged.
I don't know where the worm is, and I'm not interested either.
I think he fell into the fountain in the astrolab.
He is probably dead then, fallen into nothingness. Yes.
What do you want to do with us?
Why? What do you think we want to do with you? Nothing.
Nothing? Aw, come on. You can't let us hang here for all eternity.
Oh, yes? And why not?
Oh. That's all for now. I've got more important things to do than chat with you.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, stop that!
And what if I don't?
Hey, stop! Hello? God! I'm being bombarded with pebbles! Make him stop!
You two are really annoying. Obviously, it was not a good idea to readjust the cages. I will re-establish the former position. And don't you dare make a noise then.
Let's see what happened when I blocked that pulley.
Hey, stop that! God! He started throwing pebbles again!
I'll readjust the cages one more time. And don't you dare make a noise then. What is this? Something seems to be blocking.
Ouch. Where am I? Heavens, the whole world is broken. Spot! Oh, Spot, whatever happened to you? At least you haven't fallen into nothingness. I'll find a way to cure you somehow, and we'll stick together forever, okay? I can't open the door with this. Locked, as I expected. Hey, hello.
What's going on here?
My pet isn't doing well. He must be tended to.
That will not happen. We are Asgil. We tend to nothing. Yes.
Hey, hello.
What is it now?
I want to talk to Luco.
Luco is the king now. He is busy with ruling.
Then you'll have to grant me an audience.
He has to, does he? I suspect he'll see that differently.
I'd like to hear that from him.
You are a brave little snip. What is it that you want from him anyway?
I want to make a proposition.
A proposition? Why should he be interested?
Because he's a greedy despot? That's why?
Yes, I won't argue with that. Wait a second. I'll have to unlock the door first.
So you want to make a proposition? I'm very curious, little man. Speak out.
I want to offer my services as a warrior.
Don't be ridiculous. You are not a warrior. And even if you were, we don't fight anymore. We've already achieved everything we wanted.
I want to offer my services as a chusky.
Why would I want a messenger? Messengers deliver news, but time itself has stopped, so there will be no more news. In my world, Chusky are the least useful creatures of them all.
Nothing's changed there, then. I have experience as a gardener, advisor, and laundry boy.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Gorny, why are you wasting my time with this annoying worm?
I'm sorry, boss. I thought he might be useful.
Useful? For what?
We could make a book stand from his skull.
I like the idea. Bravo, Gorny.
Yeah, right. Great. But I have an even better idea.
Now, I'm really curious.
May I go, please? I won't make any trouble.
Haha! Where exactly do you want to go, little man? The world is broken such that Corona is completely surrounded by nothingness. If you hadn't stopped time, the entire world would have crumbled.
So I saved the world?
Yes, you saved it, so that it can be ruled by me.
May I ask a question?
No, you either show your stuff or go back to your cell.
I want to offer my services as a clown.
Do I look like I enjoy a good laugh?
Not really, but I'd like to point out that eternity can be a very long time without any kind of entertainment.
You're right on that point. All right, you may try.
How about intelligent entertainment?
As you wish. Just one question first. Will your baubles be a part of that?
We'll see. How about political satire?
Political what?
Satire. Famous leading figures being parodied?
Like me, for example?
Yes, for example.
So, it's about me. I really like that idea. And then what happens?
Well, then their administration is criticized through enigmatic innuendo.
What the? Do my ears deceive me? Criticized? That is out of the question. You'll have to find something else, you clown.
How about a poem? I've written a few pensive verses that...
Stop, stop, stop! Did you say pensive? What's supposed to be entertaining about that? Are you even a real clown?
All right. That was just a suggestion to loosen up the show a bit. How about theater?
You might as well stop right there. I don't want any theater. I don't want anything that's hectic and loud.
But...
No protests. I don't want theater, period.
How about philosophy?
That is out of the question. I happen to know a thing or two about philosophers.
Oh, really?
Yes, haggard, bony fellows, old flesh, leathery skin. Really a bite on them.
Oh, all right. Let's try something else. Maybe something different?
If you must.
I know a couple of offensive limericks.
I hate limericks, but I like to have a reason to shout at prisoners. So, fire away.
The title of the limerick is The Bottomless Barrel. There once was an Askill named Harold who fell headlong into a barrel.
Stop, stop, stop. This is horrible.
Horrible? Why? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? It's not about me. That's what.
The title of the limerick is The Long Way Home. There once was an Askill named Grub who went for a beer to the pub.
Stop, stop, stop. This is horrible.
Horrible? Why? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? It's not about me. That's what.
Oh, yeah. The title of the limerick is The Explosion. An Askill with a very large turban tried cooking an omelet with bourbon.
Stop, stop, stop. This is horrible.
Horrible? Why? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? It's not about me. That's what.
Oh, yeah. The title of the limerick is The Great Luco.
I quite like the title.
Yes. Isn't it nice?
Go on, go on. What are you waiting for?
Yes. There was a great Askill Luco.
And?
Well, there was a great Askill Luco who loved to drink tasty Bordeaux.
Stop, stop, stop. That doesn't work.
Why? What's wrong now?
What's wrong? Luco doesn't really rhyme with Bordeaux. It's spelled completely differently.
Really?
Luco is spelled L-O-U-C-A-U-X. You can't write limericks like that. I've heard enough.
Let me try something else.
If you must.
Jeez, that's embarrassing. I wish the ground would swallow me up.
Yes, I'd approve of a performance like that.
I can burp the alphabet.
That doesn't sound very impressive, but why don't you try your luck anyway? S. S. H. X. Just a second. Hey, that was my name, wasn't it? I am really touched. Sadwick, you are one of us from now on. You'll be my personal jester through all eternity.
Ah, hooray! Oh dear, what did I do? What a terrible creature. Let's hope I won't have to ride it. There are bombs in the saddlebags. I bet they'll come in handy.
What are you up to there? Stay away from the flying monsters!
All right, all right. We're on the same side now, aren't we? What do we do now?
We wait until the boss has killed the old king. Then the triumph will be perfect.
Yeah, that sounds, great. You would make a good king, you know.
You are trying to inflict discord. Yes. Who would have thought? Maybe you have what it takes to be an Asgil after all.
I'd love to see what's going on up there.
You will have to wait. Luco must kill the old king first, before we may go up.
Huh! Rules. A real Asgil doesn't need any stupid rules, right? Am I right? Or am I right?
One can tell that you haven't been an Asgil for very long yet.
What's with all these tubes?
There is a very special spell that Luco is under. The passing of time causes him great pain. He has terrible wounds. But he can fortify himself here. The liquid from the fountain is suspended time. It heals him.
I'm bored.
Asgil are never bored.
That sounds good.
We savor the silence.
Oh. Won't there be a celebration of the victory? Some outright revelry?
Asgil do not celebrate ever.
Well, that'll be a really great eternity then, won't it? So, why don't we bring shock and awe upon the kingdom now?
No,
Aw, come on! We could terrorize our subjects.
not now.
Why don't we torture our prisoners a bit?
Perhaps later. I'll wait here until Co's wounds have healed. Only after he's killed the old king will our victory be absolute. Yes!
Let's do something. Anything.
We Asgir can stand around the whole winter doing nothing. We go into rigor, praying. We have no interest in doing something for no reason.
So it seems that we'll have to be bored through all eternity?
Yes, that is the beautiful thing about stagnation.
See you later.
Ah, my trusty jester. What brings you here?
I'd like to have a look around upstairs.
Denied. I won't have anybody near the old king. I want to deal with him personally.
Can I go, please? I won't be any trouble.
No, you're one of us now.
So I'm still a prisoner.
Call it what you will. You won't get far anyway. And that's a fact. The land is devastated. The only thing that holds this world together now is stagnation.
I have a couple of questions.
Curb your curiosity. Questions are for weaklings, not for Askill.
What are those tubes coming out of your back?
Time has caused me wounds. The tar of stagnation closes those wounds. Then I'll get my strength back. Soon, I'll be more powerful than ever.
What's our actual, plan?
Plan? We don't need a plan now. We have already won. All that's left is to get rid of the old king. After that, we'll leave everything the way it is. No more aging, no more diseases, no more wounds. I will rule for all eternity.
Has the world ended now?
Ah, the opposite is the case. It is suspended in time for all eternity. Stagnation saves the world from doom. The end will never come. My reign is eternal.
Why can't I go upstairs?
Because the old king is still in his chambers.
So maybe I should go up and take him prisoner.
No, it's too risky. I'll do that personally. The tar makes me invincible. After I have finished off the king, you may go where you want.
I don't want to learn more at the moment.
Rightfully so. Your curiosity is as tiresome as it is inappropriate.
I'd imagine the life of an Askill as a little more, thrilling.
You haven't thought about it properly. What's thrilling about being on the winning side? We are Askill. Nothing can shake our tranquility.
I'll practice my act some more.
Yes, go ahead, but do it somewhere else.
Hey, Luco!
Oh, what's up?
You want to stop the universal course of things? Then, try to stop this!
Stop! What are you doing? No!
Oh, let's get out of here! Fast!
You idiotic fool! Come back here at once!
Sadwick, you have freed yourself.
You mean I did something right for once? Why, that's impossible.
Let it rest and help me. Please, the Asgill weren't exactly considerate with me. The bonds are beginning to cut into my skin, and my behind has been itching for ages. Sadwick! What a happy instance. You're alive! Come on, Untie these bonds. Hey! What are you doing there? That's a highly sensitive gadget.
Was?
That was rather unnecessary.
Wait, I'll cut your bonds.
Please be careful. Ouch!
What? What have I done wrong now?
Oh, nothing. Only a cramp.
Good idea. The oil from the grease tube should be an acceptable substitute for Grandpa's petroleum soup. Yes, this will do perfectly as a fuse cord. Hey, looks like I've got all the components for my human cannonball act together. There, and now? Now, Spot, I hope you can remember how the human cannonball act works. Be careful. Where the forest is the deepest, the chosen one will be guided by a light. The forest is not getting any deeper, and this seems to be the last light ray still existing in this dark world. I do hope that this'll work.
Sadwick? What are you doing?
You'd better take cover, old man.
I'm free again! Finally! I can complete our combined work!
The king will know how to prevent that.
Ha 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 ha! You still don't understand, do you?
What? What do you mean?
Don't let him confuse you. Quick, Sadwick! Take the water of life to the king!
But,
Sedgwick, what have you done?
Luco?
Will you hurry up, Sadwick? Run as fast as you can! I'll try to delay Luco.
You are a fool, Sedgwick, but I was the greater fool to have trusted you. Now, the world will end, and you're the one to blame. Is this really what you wanted?
Heavens, Luco! Is that you? What happened to you?
When you cut the tubes and the concentrated stagnation washed over me, I was transformed. I became stagnation itself. My martyrdom has ended. The frozen time has healed my wounds. You can't defeat me now, but you can help me stop the world one final time. I offer you eternal life as an alternative to total destruction. How can you resist such an offer?
I'll wake up the king.
And how do you propose to do that? Do you want to fly to the other side? Come with me. If you help me stop the fabric of space and time once again, I'll make you king.
I'll figure something out.
Why are you tormenting yourself? This whole voyage has been a single great ordeal for you. Let us save the world by bringing back stagnation. You could even be king. I am no longer interested. With my help, you could preserve the world as it has been in your memory. No more fear. No more responsibilities. No guilt, you wouldn't have to worry anymore. It would be a perfect world.
I'd rather have the world ended than eternal stagnation.
I know you, Sadwick. That's not who you are. You don't want things to change. Change always brings doom and destruction with it. You are afraid of that. I offer you a world without time, without doom, without fear.
I will stop you.
That is futile, Sadwick. Do not fight it.
Oh dear. Originally, I was supposed to use that to cure the king. Now I'm fresh out of ideas. Oh, what the heck? Can it get any worse? Grandpa's pantaloons. I've been hoping they'd turn up again. Hello? Your Majesty? What's up now? There's nobody here. But, the king, and, what kind of a strange room is this? Everything I did just can't have been in vain. Hello? These things are strangely familiar. What kind of peculiar room is this, anyway? Cleaning with my bare hands would be futile. Well, basically, I don't want to do that. Not a chance. The dust clings too firmly. That's quite an impressive mirror, and an impressive layer of dust. I can hardly make anything out. I should be able to wipe the dust off with these. Here we go. Who are you? Where am I?
Sadwick asked, looking around unbelieving. The whole room seemed to consist of two giant mirrors facing each other.
This here is the world between the mirrors.
The boy inside the mirror answered. He paused for a peculiar moment before he continued.
And I am your reflection in the mirror.
As you may suspect, Sadwick was amazed.
My what? My reflection? Then why are you wearing such strange clothes?
The boy inside the mirror wouldn't take that insult.
Haha, look who's talking.
He countered. And in this very moment, Sadwick realized that they were indeed very similar. The boy continued.
I come from another world. It's called reality.
There, for just one moment, Sadwick was at a loss for words.
Come with me. I have to show you something.
With these words, the boy from reality led Sadwick to the second mirror. Sadwick looked through the mirror and beheld the same little boy lying in a hospital bed. He seemed to sleep very deeply, just like you. Sadwick took a closer look at the boy in the bed, and he finally realized the boy inside the mirror had been right.
Finally, Sadwick managed to turn his gaze away from the mirror. When he turned to the boy inside the mirror, he gave Sadwick an encouraging look.
We have slept long enough.
He said,
It's time to wake up.
And that's really supposed to be me?
Sadwick asked, unbelievingly.
Yes?
The boy answered curtly.
Look carefully. You know that it's true.
But Sadwick didn't need to look again.
What's wrong with me?
The concern in Sadwick's question couldn't be missed.
We are lying in a really deep sleep. We have been for a very long time.
The boy inside the mirror answered.
They call it a coma. Nobody knows if we'll ever wake up.
He added under his breath.
I thought I'd meet the king here.
Sadwick's voice was trembling. He couldn't disengage himself from his old world.
This world only exists in your head, Sadwick. You're the one making the decisions.
Why me, of all people?
He wanted to know.
Can't somebody else do that?
The boy inside the mirror looked stern.
My whole life was just a story in a book.
Sadwick simply couldn't believe it. The boy inside the mirror, on the other hand, remained patient.
Dad is reading to us from a book. He hopes we can hear him. He hopes we'll stay conscious that way. Obviously, it wasn't all in vain.
So, the blue sphere was
Our dad. Exactly.
The boy in the nightshirt completed.
He wanted to call us back into consciousness, and now the moment has come.
Both Sadwicks tensed up imperceptibly.
Step through the mirror. You must destroy this world to switch over to reality.
But what will become of Spot, of Grandpa, Ben, or Bobby?
Would he ever see them again? Sadwick already knew the answer.
They never really existed.
For me they did.
Sadwick protested.
Back there. That was my world. All my memories, all my friends. I can't remember any of that in front of me.
I know.
The boy inside the mirror consoled.
But that's what life's all about. It's all about transformation.
It's all so sudden.
Sadwick had to admit. The boy inside the mirror sighed soundlessly.
You could very well stay. The world will not be destroyed if you don't break through the mirror. Yuko is right. In the world behind, you could be a king, and everything would stay the way you remember it. The decision is yours.
Sadwick wouldn't say it aloud, but he was completely helpless. Sadwick had made his choice. He wanted to go back to his old world. What business of his was the fate of the little boy? But then he hesitated again. What if the boy was right? What if the other world was in fact reality? If the sick boy in the bed was his real self?
With all the strength he could muster, Sadwick broke through the mirror.
He couldn't disengage himself from his old world.
I'm bored.
With all the strength he could muster, Sadwick broke through the mirror. And in this moment, the real Sadwick opened his eyes and was awake. My boy!
Now, where have my pantaloons gone?